I mean, that was just confidence like we've never seen almost from DaHanG. I'm impressed. I mean, we saw like glimmers of that confidence throughout, the show matches that we've seen and throughout this week.
And he's still playing this for break. He's playing it for his team, and they were able to pull back a lot in TDM and CTF. They're still a front runner here.
It's like a big mind block that he's just, found the key, unlocked it, and he's able to get through it. We're going to go into the second map right now, though. It is Furious Ice, DaHanG's map pick. We are watching Cypher off the get-go, who's just want to race over. I love how he dropped down to lower level because he couldn't hear the steps. The rockets are good, but he's got to watch out for grenades. One grenade, and it's lights out for Cypher, and it's going to hit him. Oh, my
Direct
God.
with 11 health left over. Any of those explosives could have ended either of them, but when the grenades are on your side, anything's possible.
Yeah, that was a big, big gamble for Cypher. It did not pay off at all. And but Cypher, though, right off the spawn, he might be able to get this next red armor. Can DaHanG do anything about this? He's found the 25.
Wow, DaHanG's ability to just stay alive here has been impressive so far, and he's doing significant damage to Cypher. This is kind of incredible, and Cypher knows that he can kind of keep DaHanG in this hole until it's time to go for Mega, but it looks like he actually wants that frag here, so he's going to be smoking out DaHanG, getting the goodbye shot every single opportunity.
DaHanG is playing like such a beast at the moment. When he's absolutely trapped and he's got all the pressure on him. And so those kind of deaths that Cypher suffers, but you can play off the spawn extremely strongly. DaHanG handles it well,
and DaHanG knew
he's got a great stack.
He made that exit knowing that Cypher was going to get that Mega, but that Mega being delayed a little bit, you can see DaHanG going like, come on, get the Mega already. We have a match to play here. So now he's going to be looking for a little bit more of a trap opportunity. We have red armor coming up next. It's going to be really tight timing between this yellow and red, but again, he's being so conservative here. At this point, going 170 or 200, not too different, so it's a decent trade, and it's a trade that wins him the Mega as well. With no pressure off of Cypher.
He's playing it slow. I mean, it's almost like he's playing it slower than you'd expect Cypher to take. Oh, he misses the rail. Would have been a great little free damage to get. But it's all right. DaHanG's still in a good position. He's going to try and hold off on this red armor.
This is a red that neither of them really need. But he wants the fight, yeah.
I'll take it.
He's feeling kind of confident now here. Nice.
With that Mega coming up, I think DaHanG should find an angle into this room. He's to avoid some damage somehow, looking for spam. The Mega has now gone up. Cypher taking the risk, but LG from DaHanG has been so strong this series. Cypher might regret doing that. I don't know if he's able to dismount.
Again, being extremely conservative here.
You've got to be careful.
He got in, he got damaged. Now the stacks are a little bit more even. Cypher has something to bring to this fight, but he's not going to show up.
You've got no rockets to hang. That's a pretty...
Yeah, he heard the click before he got into the fight this time, though.
Oh. He wanted to do a quick switch so that he couldn't hear him with the lightning gun out or the rail gun because of the small buzzing that there is, but I think that's too risky. You can't react quick enough when in a corridor
against Cypher.
Yeah, and against Cypher on top of that.
But DaHanG's still pulling items off of Cypher here. Actually, I kind of want to see where Cypher is and what he's doing. Oh, he's able to take a rail off of DaHanG finally.
I'll switch
able to get some unanswered damage. And there's the red armor for Cypher as well. He's coming up over the top now. 66% rail. That's actually, well, 2 out of 3. And 2 out of 8 for DaHanG. Kind of surprising, actually, not seeing as much rail. And again, a incredibly quiet moment.
They're barely seeing each other, though.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. DaHanG is quite happy not seeing Cypher as long as he's able to pick up items and maintain this lead. And he's going to wait. He's going to try and wait for Cypher to make a
both of them spamming the 50, neither committing to it. That's it's kind of been metaphorical for this entire match so far.
I would say traditionally it's Cypher who waits for his opponents to make mistakes, no matter how small they are. But I feel as if it's the other way round.
Well, who can wait harder?
In this instance.
When taking these rails off of Cypher, that's going to give him so much reason to pause his play and try to just compensate with all these picks. And these are picks that both of them are willing to give to each other. But looking at the damages here, I mean, it's one frag, yeah, but DaHanG is actually a good 100 points of damage over him. Oh, and Cypher almost getting floated on the Mega. In fact, getting pinned one more time. So much damage. That Mega's gone. His armor's gone. DaHanG has so much advantage right now. That 50 armor's going to help. And is DaHanG going to fade away? Not before Cypher nails him in the face with one more rail. 2 more rails. Cypher's looking a little bit more cheeky now.
That was actually brilliant damage from Cypher. He recovered excellently after a pretty disappointing Mega dismount. He gets the yellow after and landing those insane shots, keeping him in the game still.
Not only that, but neither of them wanted to finish that fight. They're not eager for the frags.
you're wondering of the player pictures at the bottom right, there you can see Cypher. Behind him is fellow Gamers Manager. And we've got a fight over here in the railgun room. I don't think DaHanG's going to want to commit to this just yet. Dropping down might be too dangerous, but he hits a vertical rail. That means he might jump down now. He did the damage he needed to.
And at this point, I'm not even willing to say that Cypher's on tilt. We've seen him come back from 1 health and be able to take a frag. You can certainly maybe do it again.
It's very possible.
It's the halfway mark, and we have 1-0 on Furious Heights. That's it happens from time to time, but it's certainly a rarity.
Whoa. That rail would almost have been the end of the Cypher just then. He's been very good at reading exactly what DaHanG has been after and going into the opposite room, basically.
They're just nullifying each other at every step. But still, DaHanG still has the stack advantage, but when it comes to the fights, neither of them are sure of their ability to just do unanswered damage right now.
Cypher's happy just playing this one slow. And he knows that things have not been working for him beforehand. He can't just go in for a crazy fight when he's got 100 health, 50 armor, like he so often does.
And DaHanG's not really pressuring that either. Mega's going to be up Cypher. It's his to play for. He's got to watch out for this LG. You know that DaHanG's going to be ready for it. But oh, this is good. Damage before the items come up. This is potentially a game changer for Cypher. If he can scare DaHanG off before he commits to the Mega, he's not going to be punished for getting it, and that can turn into a little bit of momentum for him.
Yeah, that was really big for Cypher. And he's going to hit another rail, actually. He might want to drop, especially now if he's hit another rail. He's looking for a chance. DaHanG keeping him in the air, though. A big pressure from the American, but 7 health left. 1 and a bit lightning gun, but it sort of would have killed the Cypher just then.
It was like an epiphany from Cypher. It was like, oh, maybe don't jump for the Mega yet. You know, rail him off first.
I think it was a good. So much fun. It was a good move there from Cypher, but DaHanG
even then it was only 7 HP.
Yeah, exactly. DaHanG knew that. Okay, he's just hit 2 rails. He is going to jump down. He prepared himself as well as he could have. And look at that, Cypher, after being extremely low, has managed to take a bunch of items, and it's as if he was never weak to begin with.
Exactly. And we can hear DaHanG kind of crawling around. I bet y'all are taking what? This is why you just cannot take any sort of risk with DaHanG, or with Cypher for that matter.
You miss all the shots you don't go for, right?
Yeah, no kidding. And Cypher's going to be looking for DaHanG down in the water. We got 10 seconds to red. Mega's going to be coming up right now. Cypher's actually dropping down. He's going to be pushing him over to the Mega, essentially giving it to him, but taking a lot of damage off him as well. Is this going to give him a clean grab of red? There it is.
I hope he's okay with that. With a tied game, I mean, neither of them have pressure on them to make a move as fast as possible.
After that first frag that Cypher made, he needed to spend a little bit of time getting that stack that he was able to obtain, allowing DaHanG to kind of get away and start farming yellows himself.
Cypher's protecting this red area, but he doesn't need to stand so close to it. And he can try and bait DaHanG into it, who needs the armor a little bit more than him. But I like how Cypher's managed to negotiate position.
A lot of these rail trades are just like, well, all right, you go into your corner, I'll go into mine. But Cypher's now almost 200. He's got a clear health advantage, if not armor. But as we've already seen, that doesn't mean anything when it comes to the fights. Here's the drop down. He's looking for a rail on DaHanG. Didn't quite see him there. I'm gonna put my camera on DaHanG here. Actually, he's playing incredibly silent.
He has to be careful as Cypher dropped down. He wants to be careful, not trying to pick the fight just yet. He wants to get that initial damage before Cypher commits to him, or vice versa.
Look at this DaHanG saving that 50 health.
He can try and protect himself, protect the red room for himself, and making sure that that Mega doesn't count for as much. But again, with only 40 armor to benefit from, maybe that's not the kind of idea he wants to go for. He can just get a yellow instead. It spawns in 5 seconds in this room.
There's the slow game, and then there's giving up both Mega and red when you've done damage slow game. I'm wondering if that was entirely necessary.
It's the level of respect that these two, well, I think that DaHanG right now is giving to Cypher after.
But at some point, it tips over, and that respect turns into just giving things away. I'm wondering if that might have been it. He's stuffing on the back leg now. He's stuffed up against this corner. If he can keep hitting rails like this without getting betrayed, he can maybe scare Cypher off. But there's a Mega available. He's at 56 and 90, and Cypher hasn't been scared off yet. Going for the 25 first. There we go. Okay, so DaHanG's rail kept him in there, but you can see how giving that cycle of both red and Mega Cypher started to want it.
It's a bit of a chunky rocket there. Cypher is forced to flee. He's pretty low at the moment. We've got 25 seconds left. And Cypher looking at a massive disadvantage. Cypher really wants an overtime at the moment. And I think DaHanG
might give it to him.
No, I don't think he should. I think once this red's picked up, I think he needs to go for it.
I don't know. I agree that he
trying
should.
to bait Cypher. He's trying to bait Cypher.
I don't know if he's going to.
Is he able to do it? He's found it. We've got 5 seconds left. DaHanG could get the frag right now. He's pushed in and he gets it with 2 seconds to go. 2-1 for DaHanG, and that is now 2-0. DaHanG has taken out Cypher essentially in the series. We've still got another map because points mean prizes. But wow, what a last moment. I love the trap that he set up. He knew that Cypher was looking to get out. And, in hindsight for Cypher, he's like, just stay in the rail room. Just stay in the rail room.
And that was entirely up to Cypher. That was...
Yeah.
I hesitate to even call it a trap. He was waiting, and it easily could have been overtime. Cypher just showed up.
He was assuming that DaHanG had gone over to maybe the mega room and then taken the top route to go to grenades and trapped him out of the other side there. But Cypher was curious and felt the area was safe. It was just an extremely smart play from DaHanG. We're going into map 3 right now. DaHanG is currently 2-0.